Today, it looks obvious that we should have had the car park. Today, just like it looks obvious that we have this compound and we have a sanctuary, wooden as it is, 90-something years old, it looks obvious that, but I can imagine how much work went into acquiring this plot and building a sanctuary and all the developments that have happened. I think I was not here when this tent was made, but I can imagine it was a lot of work. And so I'm trying to imagine 50 million shillings. I'm trying to imagine how much advice we shall get in all manner of directions. And you know, when you look back at the car park, you can see so many moments when faith left us. And I want us to pray, Archbishop, Your Grace, I want us to pray that faith stays with us. We wanted to do this over 2 years. We were not confident we can do this. But we are now at a moment of faith where we have said we will do it this year. 50 million shillings this year. And that's what we are signing up to. And we are signing up to the contractors to do it this year. They have said that by Christmas, we should have the children's center ready. And I hope that that faith is kept. So without further ado, let me ask Barak, the chairman of the development team, to come up here and take us through a brief presentation of what we are signing up to. Barak.
Thank you very much, Engineer, for that beautiful reflection of the moments we've had and the projects we've had to handle since we started up the car park. Engineer, you know, you also don't know, but the vicar cajoled me into joining the development committee. I found myself there just like that, you know. I was new in Westlands. I'd just come back from where I was working. And then, no, I have to tell this story. And then I went to pay tithe. And I had my envelope. Then he told me, can you come? So I went to his office. Then he asked me, where have you been? And I explained to him, and which church were you going to? And I told him. Then he asked me what I was doing into that church. And in about a week, I found myself in the development committee. But seriously, it's been a beautiful journey. And Your Grace, I'd say that without the faith and the support of this wonderful congregation, we would not be here today. So I'm going to... So when I first joined the development committee, the vicar used to tell me that, Barak, you know, you're communicating to people who are not engineers. So he had to keep telling me to come, you know, back down and try as much as possible to communicate in a language that people will understand. And I think that our goal as a church, from when I joined the development committee, the dream has always been to have a children's church. To have at least a capacity of 500 children. And it's really driven by the fact that children are really our future and that we've got to invest in them from now. So our goal, therefore, became to have a Sunday school operation of 500 children. So every Sunday, we want to make sure that we are serving at least 500 children. So that's our goal. Isn't that a wonderful goal? Can you think about the impact of that around our communities and around our societies and the type of people that we will be bringing up? Now, that's what we have. That is what we have now. When we were, you know, launching the fundraising, Engineer said, that's how we roll. That's how we are currently rolling, yeah? And we can clearly see that whatever we have now is not sufficient to run a 500 children operation. So what don't we have? You can all see that we don't have sufficient abolition facilities. Our classrooms are not sufficient to run that operation. And we also need the administrative capacity to run that operation. So in short, just like our leaders say, what Kenya needs, number 1 is infrastructure, number 2 is infrastructure, number 3 is infrastructure. We are also saying that right now, to run a 500 children church operation, number 1 is, number 2 is, number 3 is, fantastic, you're good students. So that's what we will have. That is what we will have. Can we all give a hand into our dream? That's what we actually intend to have. That's the other views of the block that we intend to have in order to run this goal of 500 children. Now, I'd like to invite engineer to just talk to us a little bit about this project that is of a similar size.
Your Grace, allow me to. We were talking with the Archbishop, and he told us, you can do it. And he showed us this photograph. Who can guess where this is? This, where? Consolata? Any other guess? That way? And the Archbishop told us that when he was a bishop in Kericho, they didn't have resources. He didn't even have a car. They didn't have offices. And they were out in Kericho. They've put up this 50 million shilling project and finished it. And they've done a lot more, quite a lot more. I won't steal the thunder from you, Archbishop, but I thought we'll show this picture just to show what others are doing. The Archbishop has told us that the St. Francis Church, the Children's Center, is on first floor. All Saints Cathedral are almost finishing theirs. So are we going to be left behind? I thought that's a powerful picture of what people who have faith and believe in what they are doing can achieve. Back to you, Barak. By the way, he told us it cost, guess how much? 50 million.
Thank you. Thank you, engineer, for inspiring us. I want to take 30 seconds to tell you a short story about how we used to get inspired. I was at the University of Nairobi doing some studies there, and I think most of you know Professor XN Iraqi. And Professor Iraqi would come to class, and then he would show us these pictures of golf courses in Japan and in China and in the US and some of the golf courses here. And then he would say, "Where is that?" And of course, you don't know where that is. He said, "Where is that?" And I think that's what engineer has just done today. He said, "Where is that?" And then when we said we didn't know, he would ask us, "Then where do you go?" and that time we were doing MBA, and he would tell us, MBA students should be going to these places. So thank you, engineer, for inspiring us. So what are the details of our project? I think some of you already know that we did go through a very rigorous process of identifying a consultant to help us conceptualize and design this project. And our consultants are actually here with us today. I'm going to invite them to come so that I can introduce them. But our architect, who is the lead consultant, is EDG and Atelier. Ken, where are you? Yes, please. Okay. He's please come. Yes, the boss himself has actually come. So I'm very happy that he was able to join us. Just come and stand next to me here. And then the contractor, Eagle Realtor. We've also gone through a very rigorous tender process to identify a contractor, and I can tell you it was rigorous. I can't count the number of meetings we had, negotiations, trying to get to a price, presenting back to FNGPC, and FNGPC saying, no, go back to DevCo. I mean, it was quite a process. So, Eagle Realty, contractor, where are you? Mr. Farid? Okay, I'm sure he's he's here. Okay, please come. Please come. And the project is worth, how much did the engineer say? Can everybody say how much the project is so that you understand how much money we have to raise? How much is it? Fantastic. And the contractor has actually committed to making sure that we complete this project in 40 weeks. So hopefully by Christmas, we should be able to have this done. We are looking to start by 7th February and latest by 14th November. We should have the project up and running. I was told the QS was also here. Martha? Martha, where are you? Martha, if you could please come. You know, we also made sure that the project had gender balance. We needed to make sure that. Yes. Oh, this is the electrical engineers. Yeah. This is the electrical engineer. The QS is Diana. Yeah, the QS is Diana. All right. So this is really, really nice. Maybe I give you a couple of words too.
Good morning, church. Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here. My name is Edward Mogo. I'm an architect by training and a lover of Christ in living. So this is a great pleasure for us. And I think for us, when we're called in as a team to design this project, it's been a walk of faith shown by my brother there, Reverend Adolwa. You are seeing now the fruit. And even for you, I would just want you to be faithful, because this is just a number. If God can make everything in the world, what is 50? He's a good man, and they are good company. So for us, we are presented here with Ken. Ken here. Ken, he is actually the guy who's been on the ground actually doing the work itself. There's another architect from my office, is called Mike Njaga. His apologies for today, he could not be able to make it. There are QSs. There's anyone from QS team, Diana's team, QS Diana. We actually almost, the gender parity is almost 50-50. So, Diana team, we have structural engineer Karaoke, JM Karaoke. Anyone from his office? Suffice to say, if I tell you those three companies I have mentioned,